Good day, my name is Richard and a warm welcome to Tutoring with Richard, where we cover the South African school syllabus and related topics. Today we're going to cover Maths N6. The topic of this tutorial is differentiation. Specific part of differentiation we're covering is the chain rule. That is the outer inner rule. I'll explain that now. Let's get straight into it. Okay, our first sum is bracket 2x plus 1 to the power 8. Okay, now, first thing we have to do, like I said, it's the outer inner rule. So let's work out the first derivative, which is on the outside. So, 8 multiplies here to the front. So 8 times 2x plus 1, and then it's 8 minus 1. Okay, now the next step is 8 times 2x plus 1 to the 7 multiplied by 2x 1 minus 1 plus, now this is a constant. So a constant, the derivative of a constant is 0. So plus 0. So next step. Run 8 times 2x plus 1 to the power 7 multiplied by, now x to the power 1 minus 1 is x to the 0. X to the 0 is 1. So anything to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And you don't need the 0. Okay, now what we do to take this a step further is we say 2 multiplied by 8. So that is 16 2x plus 1 to the power 7. And that is the completed sum. Okay, next, the next sum is 2 to the 3x. The next sum is 2 to the 3x. Now, we're going to have to use U substitution for this sum. It is still chain rule. You only can use U substitution with a chain rule. So, how it works is you say, in this particular case, U will equal 3x. So, let U equal 3x. And du over dx equals 3x 1 minus 1. Okay. So now, du over dx equals 3. Right. So, how this rest of the sum will go, it goes like this. 2 to the u multiplied by du over dx. Right. So, now 2 to the u is 2 u times ln 2 multiplied by 3. Now what we do is we take our u and we put it back into the sum. So we replace u with 3x. So we go 2 to the 3x times ln 2 times 3. And that is our sum. Okay. Next sum is e sine x. So e to the power sine x is our next sum. So what we have to do now is use substitution again. We're going to use substitution again. So let u equal sine x du over dx equals cos x. You just, when you're doing trigonometric ratios and that, you have to remember that they just change. There is a proof for that, but I don't know the proof. There is a proof as to why sine changes to cos, but we're not doing that today. Okay. Now, that is that. So, e to the u multiplied by cos x. Now, e to the whatever. So this is e to the u. E to the u stays e to the u. It doesn't change. So it's e to the sine x multiplied by cos x. Right. Now our last sum. Okay. Now, first step, and what I always do first, is I would put this in a bracket, 1 minus 2x to the power of a half. That makes this a lot easier. So, all I'm going to do is say, now a half multiplied, you multiply by a half, so it comes here, a half, 1 minus 2x, now a half minus 1. Okay, so what we do now is we state 1 over 2 times 1 minus 2x to the minus a half. Okay? Multiplied by, now 1 is a constant. Now we got minus 2x. So we say minus 2x, 1 minus 1. So 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. So that doesn't change. And x to the 0. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So x to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times minus 2 is still minus 2. So it'll be this. So 2, 1 over 2, 1 minus 2x to the power minus a half, multiplied by minus 2. Okay, now I seem to have run out of space. So I'm going to move to the side of the board. Okay, so what I have left, now let's multiply negative 2 with a half. So then what we'll have is negative 2 over 2 multiplied by 1 minus 2x to the negative a half. Okay, so this equals to negative 1. Negative 1 times 1 minus 2x to the power negative a half. Now, we cannot have a negative exponent. We cannot have a negative exponent. So we're going to make this into a fraction and bring that down. So we'll have minus 1. We'll have minus 1 times 1 minus 2x to the power a half, which will equal minus 1 over the root of 1 minus 2x. And that is our answer. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm and grow the channel. Positive feedback is most welcome. I enjoy reading your comments. Please use the comments section to let me know what topics you would like me to cover in upcoming videos. Be at peace, be kind to each other, and remember, passing well is achievable. Have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.